Okay, ladies. Thank you so much for joining me. So we are on now. So thank you very much, everybody. Thank you, my ladies. I am so proud. You guys don't know how proud I am today. I'm so proud because I've done so many shows, but this is the best show ever. This is the one of the best. It's just because it's the youths. And I know how out there they perceive the youths and they say, oh, the youths is A, the youths are A, B, C, D, the youths are Kosi Trouble. But yet we have wonderful youths out here actually doing so much for the community, not just for themselves or for their families, but also for the community. So guys, thank you so much for coming here today. So you are ladies. This is what I call, I don't even want to call you youths. I just want to say women of substance. Tenacity women. That's who you are, guys. I don't want you to even see yourself as, we're just young. I'm just 11. I'm just 12. Because I know we have 14-year-olds here today. No, you guys are women of substance. You are standing in the community. You're actually showing us the way forward. Because when I was you guys' age, I wasn't even thinking of having something like this. I wasn't thinking, come on, guys, you're founders. Founders. You are all founders of something. How? I really want to know this. This we have to know. And that's why I say, everybody who is watching us, please share with your children. Please let your children come and watch, because this is a different level. Okay, so I'll just start with you guys. So if you can just introduce yourself. So I'm just going to first of all, I'm going to call Ajomale. Ajomale, please, if you can just introduce yourself, tell us who you are, just your name and probably your age. Okay, so I'm trying to unmute you and I can't actually manage to do that. I don't know if you can manage to unmute yourself. Okay, thank you, sweetie. Okay, so just tell us who you are, your name, everything about you, beautiful lady. And your name is Peace. And you actually look like Peace, by the way. So introduce yourself, please.
I'm Ajomale Peace Ayomide by name.
And
I am 18 years old.
mm-hmm.
I attended Abeokuta Grammar School. And I have a lot of, and I attended Abeokuta Grammar School now.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, that's great. That's great. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Ajomale. Okay, now I'll go on my left. There's Timmy. Timmy, can you just introduce yourself, please?
My name is Timmy Oshin. I recently turned 18. I'm currently doing my A-levels. So I study maths, further maths and economics. And I own a business as well.
Wow, maths and economics. Wow. I think I'll come to you anytime I need my accounts done. All right, thank you very much, Timmy. And then on my left again, there is Latoya. Latoya, can you please introduce yourself?
My name is Latoya Lakanbi. I'm 14 years old and I'm the CEO and founder of Tayside Cosmetics, and I'm also an author of a best-selling series.
Wow. I told you guys today you're in for a treat. We have wonderful ladies here today with me. Okay, on my right now, I have Sweettooth, and her name is actually Larissa. Yes, Larissa? Introduce yourself.
Hi, my name's Larissa Manyasi. I'm 17 years old and I'm studying like my A-levels in school. I do criminology and science.
Wow, criminology and science. Well done. Thank you very much. And then last but not least, I have Sheila. Sheila, please introduce yourself.
My name is Sheila Sheldon. I am 11 years old and I am an artist, designer, a model, a singer, and a public speaker.
Wow.
And I'm also the founder of Sheila Sheldon Arts for Social Change.
Okay, well done. Just pat yourselves at the back. I'll say pat yourselves at the back, guys. You've done so well. You've done so well. Okay, I'll start with Ajomale. Ajomale Peace Ayomide. actually is the founder of Oluwafikemi Delicious Popcorns. So, darling, how is this? How is your business? Popcorns, what do you do? How, and when did you found it? When did you find this? When did you start your business? Oh, Ajomale, we can't really hear you. We're having difficulties hearing her, and we've actually lost her as well. Okay, so I'll go to Latoya. Latoya, you say you're the Liverpool youngest author. So can you tell us, when did you start writing books, and you're also cosmetics as well? Just how do you combine all these things? And you're just 14, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
so I
go
found
on.
For reading and English in school when I was just 7, and that's when I wrote my very first book, and then I got it published at the age of 10. And that book is Short Stories by Latoya Lakambi, which is a series of moral stories which come in handy for young children, and it has messages like to always tell the truth, like confidence tips for younger children. And I really love reading, and I enjoy reading. I've read over 400 books, and when I started reading more, I found out that I wanted to continue writing, not just to inspire other people, but to entertain people as well. And also, if I figured if I can entertain people with my books, then more people will be educated and more people will be inspired. So that's when I came out with these 2 books, which is my best-selling series, Casey's Diary and Casey's Diary and Anderson Adventure. And what happens in these books is basically the main character called Casey. She was in my very first book, which was Short Stories, and she had such a high amount of confidence. She had such high self-esteem, and loads of people valued her, and she was like very well known for the amount of confidence that she had. However, when she grew older and she got to middle school, which is in Casey's Diary, the first one, she developed low self-esteem, her confidence knocked, and she started letting other people's opinions get to her, and this affected her at home, it affected her in school. She lost her identity, and she was trying to fit into other groups where she didn't belong into. And I feel like this is very relatable, especially in today's society where many young boys and girls have to go through the same thing. And that's another reason why I wrote this book, because of the things I see around me, like bullying, peer pressure. And it also has tactics of how to tackle these things. So not only is the person who is reading this book feeling like, oh, this book is really relatable, but then they also have tips so that they know how to tackle these things and they can find their identity and things like that. So then in the next book, which is my 3rd book, which is the second.
I'll stop you there. I'll stop you there so you come back and tell us about your second book. Well done. No, that's good. Okay. You come back and tell us, because if you finish everything, then we'll be here saying, okay, Latoya, we want to hear more from you. Okay, so you come back and tell us more about your second book. Well done. Wow, well done. Somebody written already. Well done, inspiring young ladies and entrepreneurs. Well done. So I'll go to Ajomale. I'll come back to you again. I'll come back to you. Timmy, you are the founder of Original Shine. Yes? How did this come about, Original Shine? Where did the name come from? What inspired you to even start this? Because right now, I know you just turned 18. But at the age of 18, we have a lot of our youths running up and down, doing whatever they want to do with their lives. But you, I'm sure you've done this for like 4 years now, because I've known you for so long, and you started this a long time ago. You're focused, and you know what you want, and you're actually getting what you want. So tell us more about this Original Shine.
So always done hair. So Original is my hair business where I sell hair extensions, and I also provide hair services. So over the past couple of years, I've always done hair for my friends, and I noticed that like they'd always come back to me to come and do their hair, which I found very strange at first. But then I started to look around, and I started to actually discover more young people that did hair as well, and that really interested me that they were once where I was, which then encouraged me to then go and start my own business. Last year, I officially started Shine. How I came up with the name one Sunday I was in church and I was sitting outside because there was no space inside, and there was a guest speaker walking past. So he was entering the church and he saw me and he just said original shine. He called me Shine. And then he went in and I got sent on an errand to go and buy something in the shop. Just mustering, he said that he spotted a young lady on his way to give me a present. However, I wasn't in the service at that time. And he was looking in the crowd and he didn't actually see me. And so I'm saying that it was them. And then my mum messaged me saying that did some speak to you on their way? And then I said, yes, they did. So once I came back, my mum was like, I should just walk into the service. However, I didn't want to disrupt. Walked in, he spotted me, and then he handed me a book. And I think from there, that kind of stuck with me, that like I was noticed, even though he didn't actually know who I was. So I was thinking of what to call my business name, something different and original in my mind, just because of the whole story and the background. And a lot of people said, oh no, they didn't like the name, it's too long. However, I stuck with it, and now it's something I really am proud of.
Wow. Wow, that's a nice story. A story behind your business. That's really nice. Thank you very much, Timmy. Okay, so now I'll go to Larissa, Sweettooth. Sweettooth. If I hear somebody say Sweettooth, straight away I want to see Sweettooth. Come on, what is that? I know it's probably related to something sweet, but what inspired you? Where did the name come from? You're only 17 now and you're in business. And like I said, with all of you, because we have 11-year-olds, we have 14, we have some who just turned 17. At this time, you're not supposed to be doing this. They're running, doing some, like crazy stuff, but you guys are focused. You're like, no, this is not a lifestyle. You know, this is what we want. So if I say I'm proud of you guys, that's an understatement. I am super, super proud of you. And you're going to change the world. When people say that the youths of tomorrow, you are those youths. You are those youths. You are going to break barriers for the other youths, and you're going to open doors for other youths, and you're going to show them how it's done. Because if I can sit today here with an 11-year-old who is business-minded already, and we have an 18-year-old or 19 or 20 causing havoc out there, you can't tell me that person will be a leader for tomorrow. But this 11-year-old sitting here with me today. Wow, wow. Okay. Yeah, Larissa.
Okay, so I own a cake business. It's called Sweettooth. I actually started it last year, like the end of April last year. I've always had like a passion for baking. Like I've always been baking from like as long as I can remember, but I didn't actually know like I could make a business out of it. And then like the people around me were just like telling me like I can do it and I should do it. So coming up with the name, like I didn't know what to even call it, but like my best friend at the time, we just sat like one day and we like went through names, and she made me like a slogan, and it had like Sweettooth on it. Like, that's like the first, like before I had a logo, like that's what I used to like put everywhere. It's like I still have that till now. So then we just like decided on Sweettooth, and then I didn't even know where to start. That's why like she made that like little banner, and every single time I'd make a cake, I'd just like put it in the corner, and then I finally made an Instagram, and it just started from there.
Wow. Okay. I think I'll write, Latoya, I think I'll write my own book about stories coming from here today. And I think you help me write that book, because there's so many beautiful stories coming up from here. And I want to write a book as well, even though I'm too old, but you're never too old to do anything. Okay, so now I have my Sheila. Sheila, how old are you, Sheila? Unmute yourself. First of all, I just want you to tell people how old you are.
I am 11 years old.
Come on, 11 years old. 11 years old. You like even think of doing half of the things you've done? Wow. It's not for me to say. Go on, Sheila, introduce yourself.
My name is Sheila Sheldon. I'm 11 years old and I am an artist, designer, a model, and a singer, and also a public speaker.
Wow. So how did you start? You're only 11 years old. So by the time you reach my age, you'd have done everything in the world, right? Everything in the
I
planet.
think so.
At 11. So
I
how
think
did you
so.
start? What inspired you? What inspired you to start? What just made you think that, you know what, I'm not going to be all out there doing what 11 years old are doing. And I know you started when you were younger than this, because I actually knew you when I think you were 7. And at that time you were already a star doing what you're doing and what you know how to do best. So what inspired you? Just think, you know, I just want to concentrate. I don't want to be out there causing trouble, running mad or wild. What inspired you? You're young.
At around 5 years old, I discovered that I had a talent in drawing. And I used to draw in school, and my teachers noticed that and told my mom, but we were leaving the school. And so my mom first didn't take it seriously. She thought that, because mostly all children draw, they just scribble on their books and everything. But mine was different. I was the top in class at art. So she noticed that it was true that I had something in art, a spark in me in art. And so she told me to draw her, and then I did. And then she started supporting me, buying for me all the materials that I need. And after that, I kept on discovering new talents, because it's not only one thing that I love, not only art. I am also a model, a designer, a singer, and an upcoming actress, and also a public speaker. So these things are just based on my personality and my talents. Yeah.
Oh, well done, well done. So if somebody, I think you're so talented around performing arts, everything to do with performing arts,
Yes.
you are. But if I was to take you to a
Yes.
hospital right now to do an operation, I think that person would die, right? But when it comes to performing arts, you're so good. So I give you that. Somebody just said, let me just read what people are saying. Like, people are really, really inspired with you guys. They say, wonderful ladies. I mean, they can't even believe that you are that age, you guys. Somebody said, I love your baking, Larissa. Personally, I think this is somebody that actually is your client. You've actually baked cake for her. She said, I've tasted it, felt like I should order more. Yes, girl, order more, please. Promote our children here. We have writers here. We have models here. We have, and somebody said at the age a bracket of 11 to 18, and the kids are business minded already. Well, what a beautiful world. While old women are stripping on social media. Okay, this is different. They're just bigging you guys up, saying you guys are doing this while older women like me and other older women are doing silly things on social media. They should come here and actually see what you guys are doing, because at the age of 18, 11 to 18, and you're doing this, and somebody who is my age is actually stripping off on social media saying, oh, there's no work, or trying to show off their body, you know. So you are the role models. In fact, those women should be here to see that, excuse me, 11, 17, 14, 17, 18 doing this. So even me, I can do better. And trust me, if they see you guys, they'll stop stripping off social media. They'll start doing something better with their lives, because sometimes we just need to see. If I told somebody, I know a lady called Sheila, she's only 11, she's doing this and this, or I know a lady called Latoya, she's 14, she's the best author, people will be like, come on, stop lying, man. There's nothing like that. But for them to actually now see you like, wow, so this is original shine. So that hair was actually from Timmy. Wow, oh my God. And Ajomale, she started a popcorn company. She makes popcorn and she's actually now distributing to other stores. And she's only 18. She could have just sat down and say, in fact, she's in Nigeria right now. She could have sat down and say, look, I'm in Africa. There's no work. Well, I'm bored. Let me just go and do stupid things like some people are doing right now on Facebook, stripping themselves and they're old people. But she decided she's going to start her popcorn business and be selling and distributing it to other stores. or other supermarkets. And she's done really, really well for herself. So guys, I'm super, super proud of you. Somebody say, oh, can I join? Fabulous, fabulous. Yeah, you can join on Facebook, but you cannot join the link. The link is just for my beautiful, beautiful 5 young entrepreneurs, because I want to steal their brains. I want to steal all they have so that I can do something good. So now I'll start again, Ajomale. I'll start with you. What inspired you? What actually inspired you to start your business? Because I know you don't only do one thing. Ajomale, you didn't tell us everything about yourself. You do quite a lot. So can you unmute yourself, Ajomale, and actually tell us more about you? I hope the speaker is now working.
Yeah, it's working.
Okay, good.
I am
Excite us. Tell us about you.
I'm Ajomale Peace, as all know me. I produce popcorn to people. And again, I attended Abeokuta Grammar School. I graduated this year, 2020. I'm still undergraduate because I've not entered school. I started the popcorn 2015 in order to support family and my education.
Mm-hmm.
I started 2015 because I started with small money, and from there, I started doing it in a local way because then I have nobody to rely on. So I have to go to school and then we'll find something to eat. And I guess when I think, what can I do in order to earn money in? So I just think around because my mom taught me how to make popcorn around 2012 and 2014 then, and she stopped doing it. From there, I learned that this is an opportunity for me to start doing popcorn and then to sell it. If I should sell it, I will see some income in order to sponsor the family and then for me to go to school, for me to further my education. I started it 2015. There is school around our house. From there, I did and then distribute it to them. After that, after distributing it, the income that is coming in, some of the money that I seen as gain, I started with the nylon and something that I started with the nylon in order to improve what I sell so that people will know that I'm enlarging it little by little. So from there, the local pot I'm using, I start because I do use my mom gas. I use my own gas and the local pot I do use to do popcorn. And then I start distributing it to schools and at home too I sell. All my customers that do buy from me, they also help me to tell people around that they should buy my popcorn because my popcorn is tasty and sweet and okay. From there, people know me around as Oluwafikemi Delicious popcorn.
Oh, wow. So is that where the name came from? So the name is your name and then Delicious Popcorns because people know you as that.
Yes. Yes,
wow.
Ma'am.
I'm so inspired. I don't want to be in tears right now. I'm so inspired because I know that so much sometimes when we are born in difficult situations, we tend to just give up and just say, probably sometimes tend to do bad things to bring money in. But you actually just thought, I want to help my family. Who at the age of 18 thinks I want to help my family? So let me do this to help my family. Some of them probably are selfish. I want to do this for myself. And they'll just say, oh, now I'm moving out because I have money. I'm rich, you know what I'm saying? They'll go. But for you, you thought, I want to help my family. So I want to give back. And that's why I said giving back to your community. So I want to help my family. And then you started small with a small capital because you say you didn't have enough money. But the way when you started, you just continue doing it and nothing stopped you from doing it. Wow, I'm so inspired. And now you're even giving it to schools as well.
Yeah.
Wow, that is good. I don't know what to say about that. I don't know what to say. So I'll move on to Latoya as well to just tell us what inspired her to actually start with the writing? I know you said you read so many books. 400 books. I've not even read 5 at my age. You read 400 books. What do you mean? So do you just mean you read, put it down, read, put it down? What? 400 books? You know what? You tell me, because I don't know. How can you read 400 books? Come on.
So my dad is the one who always buys books for me, and it all started from my love for creative writing and English, and I love like the topic literacy in English. So I always ask my dad for books, and I used to ask for other things because I was smaller, like for sweets and things like that, and I would get it, of course, because I was small. But then I realized that it's not really something that's benefiting me. And every time I'm buying these sweets, I am helping other companies grow bigger and bigger. So why don't I go and learn and do something to inspire others to make my company or my books grow? So after I read all those books, I figured my favorite authors were Rachel Renee Russell and Jacqueline Wilson. I think she's an English author as well, and the other one's an American author. So then after that, I decided that I wanted to publish my first book at the age of 7 as well. And that was also because my mom is also an author. And when she published her book, I started writing because I was like, if she can be an author, then why can't I? And at first she thought that, oh, she's just like a kid and it's just one of them things that kids do. And then she actually looked at my stories and she read them and she saw that I had potential. So we decided to publish my lots of positive feedback, and that's where everything else kicked off. And now I have 3 best-selling books. I have a website which is www.likambiglobalpublishing.com, where I host success masterclasses, confidence building classes, loads of competitions for young boys and girls so that they can be authors as well. And I host giveaways on my Instagram, which is Latoya Likambi. And then I'm also, should I talk about my business as well? Do you want me?
You talk about that, you come back. I know when I give you a microphone as an author, you just want to author everything. No, it's okay. We'll be authoring slowly by slowly, so it's fine. So, okay, so I'll go to Timmy. What inspired you, Timmy, to start Original Shine? What inspired you?
I would say that obviously in life there was loads of things that I wanted, however I wasn't able to afford them, and also I think it was around my prom, so I wanted to get my hair done, and there were loads of Instagram hairstylists that I really wanted to go to, but I thought to myself that these are things that I can do myself because I'm someone that's interested in hair and I love looking good. So I started teaching myself, practicing. Obviously, the first time it wasn't the best. The second time it wasn't the best. But then you compare what you want to achieve to what you're doing, and you look for the little things that you can improve each time. And once I started my business, I think I didn't really understand the grasp of it. So it was a lot slower than at first. And I would say at the beginning of lockdown, that's when I really took time to look back and perfect my work. So it was during that time that I was then doing tutorials, and that's where I then grew my followers. And then I just thought, also providing a service is good, but then also selling products. So I also sell hair extensions, so bundles. I make ready-made wigs. So during quarantine, I was making loads of wigs and posting it out to people so that I could work around the situation at hand.
Wow. And what amazes me is all of you guys are still in school regardless. So you're doing all these things, but you're also still at school. Yes? Just nod your head. We all at school, right? And you're still doing all these things as well as aside. Wow. Okay, I'll go to Sweettooth with Larissa. So if I want to start doing my hair, I know where to come. If I want to start reading my books again, because I stopped my books and I want to start from the beginning, I know where to go. If I visit Nigeria, I make sure I'll have to come and eat some delicious popcorns. And now I'll go to my Sweettooth. Yeah, and Sweettooth, her name is actually Larissa. So what inspired you, Larissa, to start your business?
It was like mostly as I said already, I always had a passion for baking. So it was the people around me that like really encouraged me to actually make it into a business instead of just doing it on the side, because I wanted to be able to like make my own money and be able to, when I want to go out, I can go out because I have like the money to do so. And also because I loved baking and I couldn't just bake all the time for my house because that's not healthy. So I decided that I'd want to bake for other people and have other people love what I do as much as I do.
Okay, well done. So if I want cakes, I know where to go, even though I'm trying to watch my height, not my weight, but my height. I still know where to go for a nice cake. All right, thank you very much, Larissa. Okay, now we're going to our youngest one. That's why I always leave her at the last because she's the youngest. Sheila, go on. So what inspired you, Sheila?
What really inspired me is that when I started drawing, I wanted to help people, and that's why I started my Sheila Sheldon Arts for Social Change. It's because I use my art to change the life of many people, both children and women and men. And I just wanted to tell people that your talent can really make you go far. And I have been to many places, I've won many awards because of what I'm doing, and anything is possible. And also, the president of Kenya is paying for me my school fees because of the painting I did for him. So it's just to inspire people and to tell them that anything is possible. Believe and keep doing what you love.
Thank you so much. Wow. Hey, see, if you're in the right direction, great things happen. I know this lady, she's met the president of Uganda. She's met the president of Kenya, and the president of Kenya is actually paying for her school fees right now. She's met so many big people. So, and I just want to, I'm just hoping that youths are actually watching this. Not so much parents, but the young ones are actually watching this. And they can see that following the right path, and it's not just always, every single time, following the right path pays. If Sheila decided that she's not going to do that, she's just going to do whatever she's doing. But right now, the president won't be paying her school fees, and she won't be in that school because the school she's in is very, very expensive. And for the president to pay for your school fees, come on, what is that? The president knows you. The president of your country knows you paying for your school fees. And that's because she followed the right path. If she just decided that, you know, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to listen to my parents, I'm not going to listen to anybody, and we all know that we have 11 years old right now. Some of them are smoking, some of them are drinking, some of them are in jail, some of them are in juvenile, some of them are every single place that is not good because they didn't listen. They did not listen to their parents. They did not listen to instructions. They did not listen to advice. But Sheila, Timmy, Larissa, Latoya, Ajomale, all of you are here because of one thing. You listened, you focused, and you decided to follow the right path. So I am so proud of you guys. We have so many things here. So many people have written, beauty with brains makes a world a wonderful place to relax. Miss Latoya, congratulations. Sheila Sheldon, you are an inspiration, dear. Larissa Manyasi, I've eaten your cakes and they're wonderful. Somebody said these girls are doing marvelously well to have come up with something lucrative like this. Well done. Well done, original shine. Got here late, but looks, the cake story is great from the responses. The girl may think of setting up a bakery. These girls are really doing amazing job. I believe your future is gonna be fire. Lit. At least I know that word. Somebody said, whoa, well done, you girls. We're all proud of you. So proud of these beautiful girls, amazing at their age, from the age of 11 to 18. Wow, they will be great in life and teach their children to be like-minded. Go, 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 girls. Inspiring girls. Wow, well done, ladies. You are our future. You are our future. Somebody said, hey, well, congratulations. 11 years old. Wow, and so many loves at the end. So, guys, you are actually inspiring people out there. And you're going to write on the chat, write all your social media handles, and then I'll tell people to actually follow you as well, because I'll write it on Facebook. So people who are commenting on Facebook as well, please, guys, share, because I want a lot of people to see what these girls are doing, and anybody who can actually come and support them as well, because we have Latoya here who writes books. Of course, you can buy her books for your children to read. We have Ajomale as well. If you're actually living in Nigeria right now, because that's where she is, you can actually also have her popcorns. If you have movie nights, and now in the UK, I don't know about my Nigeria, but in the UK, we are on lockdown. If you're in Nigeria and you're locked down as well, or you're somewhere that you can't reach, just phone her. She's going to give us a phone number and order some popcorns from her, support our children. We also have Larissa, who's in the UK as well. Guys, you can order some cakes from her. And we also have Sheila in Kenya. She does, where you can see her background right now. Her background is a lion and she draws. That's her painting. And I've seen her doing it from the beginning. So it's not like it's fake. So if you want to surprise somebody with a beautiful present as well, and Christmas is coming up, guys. And we also have Chimi, who is doing hair. Guys, stop buying your Brazilian hairs in, how do you call it? Where are those things? You know, I don't do hair, so I don't know where people buy hair. Those, what is it called?
AliExpress.
AliExpress. Come on, you don't even know those people you're buying hair from. We have a beautiful girl here with original shine. Her name is Timmy. She does hair. So girls who love all these Brazilian hair stuff, it's just that I don't do hair. I could have bought like 10 from you, but I don't do hair. So guys, buy hair from her. So we have all these beautiful girls. We need to start promoting our youths. We need to start promoting our children. So guys, you need to share, please. Share this. Let a lot of people come and watch. Share, share, share. All of you guys watching, Tamu Farida, Jennifer Bruce, Clara Femi, Jacqueline Waziri, Ngando, Michelle, Michael, Jacqueline, Olette, Edith, guys, Lucas, Mary, guys, Caroline, I want you to share, 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 share. Share until you cannot share anymore. So I'm going to, I've seen all your businesses here. Thank you very much, guys. Okay. I'm going to write it on Facebook. Somebody has not given me is only 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, thank you very much, ladies. Okay, moving on. Now, I want to ask you, who is your role model? Who is your role model? Who do you look at and think, you know what? When I grow up, I want to be like them. When I grow up, they really inspire me. They push me, they encourage me, they inspire me. Who is your role model? I'll start with Peace again, Ajomale. Who is your role model?
My mother.
Okay, can go on.
My mother.
Oh, your mom. That's awesome. Yeah? She supports you a lot, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. Mom is your role model. That's beautiful. Actually, somebody say you are doing well. Olora Folake say you are doing really well. And I think that person is in Nigeria. So that person has to start buying popcorns only from you. Okay, so thank you very much. So mom is your role model. Well done. I'm proud of mom. I'm proud of the work that mom has done. So thank you very much, Ajomale. Okay, so I'll go to Latoya. Latoya, who is your role model?
I have 2 role models. One of them is my mom, because she's very inspirational and she's always very positive, and she's always there to push me when I need to get my work done. And one of my second inspirations has always been my inspiration ever since, which is Zendaya Coleman, because she's very independent, and whenever somebody tells her she can't do anything, then she'll do it to prove them wrong, and I like proving people wrong.
I'm sure with your age, you like to really prove people wrong when they're thinking, but you're just a child, move. Children, all the children, you know, when people go to parties, they always say, all the children stay here. Big people, and you're thinking, okay, but I'm not that kind of a child, you know. So I want to prove these people wrong. So anyway, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, Latoya. Well done, well done. Okay, so moving on to Timmy. Timmy, who's your role model?
I also have two role models.
How many?
I
Two?
would say the first one is my mom. Yeah. The first one is my mom because I see her as a very hardworking woman, and the same way that she pushes and strives, that's the same thing that encourages me as well. And even when I'm on or like I feel like giving up, she's always there to motivate me. And I just want to do the best for her. And then also in like my line of say, there's a hairstylist called Eugene. So she's a French hairstylist, however, all across the world, teaching her skills, selling hair, doing hair, and she's done so many people's hair. She's been the hairstylist for and very other big influencers and famous people. So I would say she does inspire me because everybody starts off from somewhere, and despite all the things I go through, she's still been able to make it in life.
Nice, nice, nice. Okay, well done. So I'll go to Larissa. Who is your inspiration? Who inspires you? Who is your role model? Who is your role model?
My role model in life, I would say, is my mum, because like from when I can remember to now, she's had like so many like different jobs. She does so many different things like to provide, but now like she found what she loves and she does that, and like that's what I want to do, be able to try out different things and do whatever I need to do to provide, but also at the end of the day be able to find my passion and do that. And in like the baking side of things, there is Drizzle Drop on Instagram and Buddy. Like they're two bakers. Buddy's in America and Drizzle Drop is in this country, and their work just is so beautiful. Like obviously I haven't spoken to Buddy, but I have spoken to Drizzle Drop before, and she is such a nice lady. She is so nice, and she's always there to lend a helping hand. So when it comes to baking, those two really inspire me.
Okay, thank you very much. And to our youngest lady here, Sheila, who is your role model, honey?
First, it's my mom because she has played a major role in my life. But I also look up to other people because she's a police officer, and other people inspire me more than the way I would look up to her. And one of those people is Leonardo da Vinci. I want my painting to be in all the art galleries around the world. I want my art to change lives of many people. As when they see it, they feel something. They feel my art is real, as if it's real. It's in real life. And I also look up to Ellen and Oprah Winfrey because they're really kind and they have been helping people. They have been helping people.
Okay.
I also look up to you because you are an awesome and amazing woman, and you have done so many things that I want to do.
Oh, that's nice. Ah, oh, thank you, darling. Thank you. Okay, that's really nice. So your mom is a police officer. So how does it feel having a police officer as a mom?
It is really, really rough. She's very strict, and whenever you do something wrong, she must correct you.
Okay. Well, I'm just reading something here, but I just need to read this. Somebody actually said that to Latoya. Somebody said, I thought the author girl, Latoya, that's her name, say that it's her father who was buying books for her and encouraged her to read. So your father could have been one of your role models. And then somebody also said that fathers have lost out, because nobody here mentioned their father. But the thing is, I think it's not because you don't value your dads, I don't know, but probably it's just because your mom has been the one maybe to inspire you. Or do you have anything to tell this person who said fathers have lost out?
Yes, I do.
I did agree because I think that they both, I look up to both of them, but they both play their parts. And my dad inspired me to read and write, and then my mom inspired me to go and inspire others. So my dad, like, he introduced the talent to me, and then my mom taught me how to use the talent to help others.
Okay, and that's why you said that your mom is your role model, because even though your dad gave you this, but your mom pushed you to go out and do it. But also your dad is a role model as well. Yeah? Okay, well done. Yeah, you wanted to say something, Sheila, regards to that?
Well, I have something to say. Mothers are always there to tell you something, to correct you in something, but dads are always in the backside. My dad has really been supporting me in my life, and he has been helping me in the handiwork, like making the frames and everything. But it's my mom who has been there for me, looking after me and telling me what is right and what is wrong. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, well done. Good explanation there. Anybody else wants to say something? No? Okay, well done. Now, this is going to be a little tough one, but not really tough one. But I just want to ask, what are the struggles or the barriers that you faced or you go through? Either you faced before and you managed to overcome, or you're either still facing, or it's something that you've just sat down and probably predicted and said, oh, you know what, I think this is going to be a barrier for me. Yeah, but that is good, because that is something you can work towards. It is something that you think, because you can work towards it, so it's not a barrier anymore. But what are the struggles that you've either been through or you're going through right now in terms of growth? Ajomale.
Yeah. Well, loss of capital, because I didn't have enough capital to start. And before I started, it was so tough for me. And to enlarge it is a very tough one. So it's loss of capital. That is my challenges over it.
Okay.
And
so for you, it's just low capital. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So for you, it's low capital. Yeah. So if you are to have more capital right now, you'll be able to expand your business.
Yes. And to enlarge it.
And to enlarge it as well. Okay. And is it something that you want to enlarge in different cities, or just around your horizon? And just how do you want to enlarge this?
Enlarge it. If I have the capital, I will enlarge it by providing my equipment that I need, all the machines, because I use local machine.
Okay.
So I will enlarge it.
Okay. All right. Okay. I hear you. Okay, well done.
By using
we are losing you there. But anyway, we've heard what you said. It's more of a capital thing for you. It's more of a capital thing. Okay, I'll come to you, Latoya. What is the struggles you're facing right now?
I have two struggles. One of them is procrastination. And this is like a big struggle for me, especially in lockdown, because I got really distracted at the start of lockdown. But then later on, that's where my mum came in, and that's where she helped to push me. And she's like, this is like because I saw lockdown as like a really just a boring time, and like many other people did. But then my mum was like, this is like a very, like, you should value your time, and if you start doing this in these months, it can put you 6 years ahead later. So
Wow.
procrastination is something that I'm still working on, and it's one of my goals for 2021 to get rid of procrastination 100%. And then my second struggle, this isn't really a struggle, but if it was like for some other person, I think that it would be just like, it'd just be called a struggle. And this is a lot of like hate sometimes that you receive in like school, because when they see, like, when your age mates see that they like, you both came from the same place, and you're going like, they're still in that place that they were, and you're moving forward.
Yeah.
I think that they find it hard to accept that. So that's where I get like a lot of people talking about me in like a bad way. But when I see people do that, or when I see that I receive hate, it always makes me want to do more, because I don't really like arguing with people, and I don't really like saying that, oh, okay, watch me, I'm going to do this. I like to prove it. Like, I would like to get the work done so that I can show everybody my accomplishments.
Wow. Wow. So your work speaks for you. Yeah. You want your work to speak for you, rather than you making noise and blah 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 and getting into arguments. You just want your work to speak for you. Well done. Well done. Wow.
Yeah.
So procrastination. Okay, we'll come to that. Procrastination. I think that is a lot of people struggle with that. And it's good for you to actually mention that, because that is what actually brings down a lot of businesses, procrastination. And capital as well. Capital as well, because if you don't have capital, it's really hard to move anywhere. It's hard to go forward. It's hard for growth if you don't have capital. Thank you very much. And I'll come to you, Timmy. So what are your struggles? What are the barriers that you face or you've faced?
I would say in terms of being able to grow, I would say time. So there's limited time. So obviously being in school and just being able to manage my time. So there's things that I want to do in order to expand. So fully launch my website. So just to be able to create the website, make sure everything's perfect. And so the want of everything being perfect, just making sure that everything, however, I should know that you grow, you improve things as you go. So even just releasing the website and then being able to improve things as I go, I would say as well. And also understanding that some people don't actually see the end product. So a lot of the time you get a customer saying, oh, they want to see the color of the hair before they've actually come to receive the hair. However, and then that then panics me. And then maybe I would say, okay, no, I don't want to be dyeing hair anymore because of like discovered things. However, just being able to see the end product to know that despite they're going to like it at the end, and being rest assured that it is going to turn out good because I'm able to create something that is worthwhile. So I guess also motivating yourself and just not underdoing the work that you're able to produce.
Wow. Okay, well done. So what I picked from you as well is time management. So you're struggling with time management because you're in school and you also want to have open your website. I know you have a website already, probably make it much better and to do other stuff to grow your business, but there's time management. So you need to have that to know how to balance your time, yeah, for growth. Okay, we're going to talk about all your difficulties anyway as well and see how we can help each other here. And also viewers who are watching, you can also advise. And before we even say anything, I cannot believe this. Ajomale, somebody actually said that they're going to, I would like to join private sponsors to engage this teaming youth in achieving their dreams as they seemed focused and dedicated. This is indeed a welcome development. So I would say that will go more to Ajomale because her struggle right now is capital. See, let's pray. Let's pray. I'm loving that. I'm loving that. Oh my God, I have to take this person's detail. Is Olori. Thank you so much for that, Olori. And then I'm going to Larissa, Sweettooth. What is your struggles? What are the struggles you either gone through or you're going through right now?
A struggle at the beginning of my business was like really understanding its worth. So when I'd get a customer, they'd be like, I would tell them the price and they'd say, oh, but can you just do it for like this price? Or can you just do it for like this price? And I'd always find myself being like, okay, it's like I didn't value like my work. So it took a bit of time to actually find my value and appreciate what I do. And that was like my first difficulty, and sometimes I still find myself like falling back into that. Like someone would say, can you do it for this price? And I might be like, maybe, but that's something I have reduced and I still need to work on. And another thing as well is time management. Because of like school, it's hard to like balance the two. So most times I don't do orders on weekdays. So I want to try and find a middle ground. So it's not like I'm not putting enough attention into my business.
Okay, well done. So what I've picked with you is value, worth. How do you value your product and how do you value your services? Because if you don't really value your services to somebody and you said, oh, this thing is £10, and someone goes, really £10? That's too much. But okay, £5. And that's because you don't really value your product. So that also we're going to talk about the value. So for you is more of valuing your product. Okay, Sheila, what is the struggles that you go through or the barriers?
I do have a lot of challenges, but I'm gonna go through with 4 most common challenges that I usually face. One is people don't really believe that I'm the one who does these amazing paintings behind me. It's because of my age and that I am a girl, and most artists are men, are boys. So it's kind of like a discrimination, and just because of my age, they think that it's not possible, but it is possible. And another challenge that I also face is that most people don't really appreciate art here in Kenya. If you like one of these paintings behind me, if I say this is about 100,000 Kenyan money, somebody will be telling me that is just about like 5,000. It can go for 5,000. And you wonder, because I take most of my time, I dedicate my time to just do a painting, and somebody just comes and says this is worth this much or that much. So it's just another challenge that I face. And also another challenge that I usually face is getting the materials that I need to do my work. It's hard because here in Kenya they are really expensive, and getting the money to buy them is really hard. And also another thing is getting a platform where I can sell my art, and getting somebody to help me in selling my art. I just hope that one day I'll get someone who will help me in selling my art in different countries, so people can know me and know my art. Yeah.
Okay, well done. So what I've got from you as well is with the discrimination of gender, because people always just think that, oh, this is just boys that can do this, is girls cannot do this, which is totally oblivious, totally wrong. But but the more we do, the more you come out and you show that, and you don't really need to prove to others that this is me. You either believe that I did it or you don't. That's just what it is. Because what are you going to do? Start painting in outside and call like a show and say, now come, this is me, I'm painting. You understand? So it's just, you either believe it or you don't believe it. If you want to buy the painting, you either buy the painting or you don't buy the painting. It doesn't really matter who did it, but who did it is me. So if you believe I did it, or I didn't do it. Okay, so I know almost all of you have some second business that you're doing, or so if you just have second business that you're doing, talk to us about that, especially Latoya. Latoya, tell us your second business, apart from the best, Liverpool youngest best author. And guys, get this right. Liverpool, there's somewhere here in the UK that is called Liverpool. So Liverpool is in the UK. It's somewhere like, let's say we have London, Manchester, Birmingham, and she lives in Liverpool. So where she lives, she is the youngest best-selling author in Liverpool. So get that right. Okay. So now she also has another business apart from being an author. And tell us about that business, please, Latoya.
So I'm also the CEO and founder of Taste Eye Cosmetics. And this is where my goal is to help young ladies and young girls feel confident in their skin and confident in their natural skin, especially natural. And this is where I do 100% natural organics. I do skincare products and they're all natural, they're all organic. And it's also to help people to learn to stand out with themselves naturally, because today loads of people have set, like, society has set beauty standards for women, and it just puts loads of people down, especially like if you're a girl growing up in the Western society today. There's a lot of pressure on you because people have set so much beauty standards, people have set body standards, and my slogan is born to stand out, because everybody stands out and everybody's unique in their own way. And here is like a showcase of, I've got 3 of my products today. Here is the most best-selling product on my brand, and this is an exotic tone, deep tone, anti-stretch mark and shea and coconut cream, and this helps with stretch marks, especially because stretch marks is an insecurity for many women, and I think that it's just a part of life and it's just a part of your body, and it's very beautiful, it's very special. You should learn to embrace that. And then the second product that I have here today is this facial toning mist, and it's 100% organic like every other thing, and it's peppermint scented, and you can use like a cotton pad and you can like rub this on your face, and it has really helped me myself, because ages ago I used to struggle with like acne and like severe pimples. I had them all over my face, and I used to use all these beauty products. I used to cover it with concealer because I was really insecure about them, until I decided that there's nothing wrong with having acne. So I decided to like care for the pimples, and after that I've only been using my own products ever since.
Wow, that is I don't know what to say. And like you say, there's so much pressure right now, especially women, because the society have set this certain look that you have to look like this. So you meet with women, and if you meet them tomorrow at night, you don't even know it's the same person, because there's so much plaster on their face that I don't even call it makeup anymore. It's proper plaster. And because the society has actually, that is what the society wants to see. So for you to now make something natural for us, that even if you walk today, tomorrow, someone will still see you and know, oh, that's Lydia. I know that's Lydia. But sometimes I've seen makeups that if you see it's the same person, it is not. Somebody will ask you, where is your twin sister, or where is your friend that I saw yesterday? And it's actually you. So that is really, really good, Lacha. I'm totally grateful that I have you guys on my platform today. I'm actually humbled that I have celebrities, I had big women of substance, tenacity women on my platform today. Well done. So Ajomale, I know you also have something else apart from the popcorn that you do. There's something else that you do as well. Ajomale, yeah.
Yeah, I do, because I do hair stylist. I know how to plait hair. I can plait for people, and I want to expand it with the popcorn I'm doing, in order people can know me better. With my popcorn and the hair I'm plaiting, I can enlarge my business with what I'm doing. So I'm a stylist.
Okay, well done. So as much as just the popcorn, it's not just about her popcorn business, but also she's also a stylist. And that is so good because you want to merge, you will want to try and merge the two together. So that is why you guys are called entrepreneurs, because you're actually doing so much at your age and also with school. I don't even know how you guys do it. I don't know how you guys do it. And I also know that Sheila too has something else apart from her art. She also has something else as well.
I am also a designer,
Yeah.
and some of my clothes that I'm wearing right now, this is an example of my designs. And I usually do my designs and wear them because I want to look beautiful. I want to be outstanding. And I also got the privilege to to design for the president of Kenya, a shirt. And I have also I have a GoFundMe, and this GoFundMe helps me in, I want to start to build my own art gallery, and my manager is the one who's sponsoring it, and I'm really thankful to my manager. And I'll just want to tell people that you can help me in raising and help me in getting the capital to start my own art gallery.
Okay.
And to
Well
give
done.
out to the society.
Well done. Thank you very much. So here I have to say, you have to stand out. And I don't need to use that slogan with you guys, because all of you are people who, because I always tell my children and I always tell anybody that I'm talking to, stand out and don't fit in. Because if you fit in, then you're going to do exactly what the society wants you to do, what your peers want you to do. You're going to succumb to pressure. You're going to succumb to what you've been the box that they've put us. You have to think like this, you have to behave like this, you have to do this. So you guys, you do not fit in that box. You don't fit in that society. You don't fit in that pressure, but you stand out. So I don't need to tell you guys, you need to stand out and don't fit in. I don't need to tell you that. In fact, you even need to tell me that, because you guys, what you're doing. So people are still just commenting and say, wow, truly young, and shall grow. Someone say, please don't stop. You are the future. You are our future leaders, which we say already you are, and don't stop doing what you're doing. So I want to say, with the struggles that you're going through, I just want to pick somebody and see, how would you say, because I know somebody said the youths can be encouraged to be self-reliant and self-independent so that they do not constitute nuisance to their nation. Hence, government at all levels should make it a point of duty to consider human capital development in the youths a must. Exactly. But I'm so proud of you guys that you've taken the leap. You've taken the leap forward. You've not waited for the government to do this, for the government to do that, but you've taken the leap forward to help yourselves. And then the others can also see and follow. Because the governments right now, probably most of them are asleep. They are not awake. They don't see this. But for you, you've said, you know what, we're doing it regardless. So I'm so super, super proud of you. So how can we deal with time management? Yeah, I'll throw that to you, Latoya. How can we deal with time management?
For me, I deal with time management by having a structured timetable. So I know where school comes in, and I know where other things like family comes in and business comes in. And then if I have any other spare time, I wouldn't waste the spare time, because when you have spare time, that's when you can decide where you want to pick. But for GCSEs and A levels, I'm not really sure yet, because I haven't done that yet. I'm only in year 9 at the moment, so I haven't had any experience with that yet.
Okay. Time management, that is so good what you just said, but also time management, you need to have like a timetable. You need to have like a diary as well. You must have a diary, and you must have like a timetable as well. And so you write do's and what you need to do and what you need not to do today. So I always tell my children that if you have a diary, first of all, write in your diary and say, okay, on Monday, this is what you're doing. Because sometimes you can book an appointment on Monday, and then you go, and on Monday you have like 3 or 4 appointments. You have 3 or 4 things to do. And then now you start stressing because you're like, oh, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? How am I going to do? You start stressing. So if you have your diary, and then you've written Monday and this time, you've allocated Monday, 2 o'clock, this is what I'm doing. 6 o'clock, this is what I'm doing. And then Tuesday as well, you allocate it. That is how you can deal, that is how you deal with your time. And you know that whatever you're doing, if it's something that you cannot do whatsoever, don't take it. Because what we tend to do is you take something that you're thinking, oh, let me just take it, either to please the other person, or to please my mom, or my parents, or even to please myself. But if you take something that you cannot deal with, do not take it. Just take what you know that, okay, today is a Monday. What do I do on Mondays? On Monday, I go to school at this time to this time. I wake up at this time. So you have to structure your time so that you don't have any time to waste. You have to structure your time, okay? So that is how you can deal with time management. So I'll also go to who spoke about, I don't want to ask the person who spoke about time management. So Ajomale, how can you deal with time management? Because now we're trying to help each other here with our struggles.
Actually, I'm here to get admission. So if I should get admission into school, I will check my timetable in order to have the time to compare both together in my business and my school. So in my lecture. So if I should get admission, I will know how to compare the two together. So it won't affect my business and my lecture.
All right. Procrastination. I know someone spoke about procrastination. Latoya, yeah? Okay. So I'm going to ask Sheila, how can you deal with procrastination, Sheila?
Please repeat again.
Because we are trying to just help each other here as business-minded women, because you're not children, women. How can you deal, because Latoya spoke about what her struggles is sometimes is procrastination. So I just wanted you to tell us, how can you deal with procrastination?
What you can do is, I actually don't know what you mean, like how.
Okay, it's fine. Don't worry, darling. It's totally fine. Don't worry. I'll go to someone else. I'll go to probably Timmy. Don't worry, Sheila. You're my youngest businesswoman here today. You're only 11 years old. Okay, so I'll go to Timmy. Timmy, how can you deal with procrastination?
I think procrastination and time management, they're kind of very similar. So I would say making sure that you do have a to-do list and making sure that you know that these things to complete. So I think with procrastination, you know that you have a lot of things to do, however, you're not actually putting those things in action. So to start off with, you have to actually write down what you need to do and then work your way towards, and then putting down the time you need to complete these things by. So I think also being able to visualize your deadline does help you to actually get things done in the pace. And I think also reminding yourself the reason why you have to complete those things as well, that would then motivate you to complete those things in time.
Okay. All right, that's good. Okay, so also with procrastination, and it's just not you that is going to, a lot of businesses actually flop, or a lot of ideas or a lot of dreams, they flop because of procrastination. You're always thinking, so procrastination, Sheila, is when you want to do something, but you put it on hold and you want to do it and I'll do it tomorrow, and you want to do, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. And you want to, so that because you're procrastination into doing something, yeah? So you're always putting things aside. I'll do it tomorrow, you know, and then also the fear of what if I do it and it's not what I expect, Okay, so and I always say that if you're making mistake, make a big mistake, and just move on. Okay, don't worry. So now we're going to talk about self-worth. Now I'll ask Sheila that, because Larissa spoke about appreciating, that you have to appreciate your arts and everything. And it's the same thing as well with you, Sheila, that when you tell somebody this is 100,000, they're like, oh, that's a lot of money. Why don't you just do it for 1,000? Okay, so how can you value your product? Where does it start?
For me, what I think is, when somebody says something, they say it because they don't know what you've gone through. They don't know how much time it took for you to do something, and just what you do is you tell them that I'm really sorry that you didn't like something but if you do appreciate it, please buy, or if you don't appreciate it, please try and like you can find other artists like me who also do the same work, and maybe you can go there and help. Or if you want me to do something for you, please explain more so I can be able to help you out, because it's not, you can't do something and everybody will like. You have to be able to get ready, be prepared to face somebody, be prepared to get the negativity, because not everybody will like your work. Yeah.
Okay. It's actually funny because there's something I wrote down and Latoya actually mentioned it already. It was part of my notes, because I just wanted to ask you guys that how do you feel, or how would you react when someone talks negative about either yourself or your work? Yeah. I had it down already, but I know Latoya spoke about people saying things, or people saying negative things about her because they've been together, they were together in class, and now they see where she is right now, and they're thinking, you're not all that, you're not all that. And just the same thing as well that Sheila mentioned, people will always be negative about you. People, regardless of what you do, some people, their life is sad, so they'll always want to make sure that they rub that negativity into your own life. Do not allow anybody to project their fears on you. Don't allow that. If anybody is trying to project their fears on you, don't allow any negativity. And most of the time, negativity comes from friends, or your so-called friends, okay? You're young and you're growing up. So you might have friends who are always negative, and probably they're jealous because of your achievements. So they will not come around or they will not come out as jealous, but they'll come out as they want to put you down, or they're trying to help you. Oh, Latoya, you can't do that. No, remember last time, so and so said, oh, Larissa, you can't make that cake. Remember last time you made a cake and the person said this, or your cake flopped. Or the person said, oh, Timmy, you can't do that. Remember your wig last time you tried to color it and it was blue, it was gray. Oh, Ajomale, you can't do that because remember your purpose last time you did it, it didn't come out well. Oh, Sheila, you can't draw like that. And then, because they're projecting their fears on you, if you allow that, the minute you allow that, that is when everything about you starts going down. Yeah, you start taking this negativity. By the time you finish, you're working like this, like a zombie. But you have to only focus on what you want, and that is focus towards your goals. You focus towards your goals. Now, I want to ask you, in 5 years' time, that I'm talking to you right now, whether you have the capital or you don't have the capital, or there's procrastination or time management or appreciation or valuing yourself, or there's discrimination, gender, whether that is on my way or not. But where do I want to see myself in 5 years' time? So that is your goal that you're writing. Where do I want to see myself in 5 years' time? So I'm going to ask you that again, Ajomale. Where do you want to see yourself in 5 years' time? Where would you want to see yourself? Wow. From today, 2020, we skip to 20, whatever. When will it be? 2020, 5 years from now? What year is that? Somebody who did maths, Latoya, you do maths?
2025.
Okay, 2025. Good. So in 2025, where do you want to see yourself, Ajomale? Regardless of the barriers. Pardon?
Repeat.
From now, yeah, from now, in 5 years' time.
I can't hear you.
Oh, wow. Can you hear me now? Can you guys hear me? Okay, can you hear me now, Ajowale?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, in 5 years' time.
Yes.
In 5 years' time.
I can.
Where? Okay, go on. Go on.
I would like to expand my business. In order, I would like to expand my business to make my business to be well known in all other countries, apart from Nigeria.
Okay. Okay, well done. Okay, Latoya, where do you want to see yourself in 5 years with all your businesses that you do?
In 5 years' time, I want to have published loads of more best-selling books, and I also want my brand to be known worldwide, and I want it to be one of the top brands in the beauty industry. And I also want my message to spread across the world for people to be confident. And I also want everything I'm doing to be well known, and I want to inspire many other people. And by the time of 2025, I think, how old will I be? I'll be 19 by then. I want to studied business. I wanted to pass all exams in the future as well. So I want to get all of that done. And then I just want to be very successful, and I want to help others who aren't as privileged as me to be successful as well.
Okay, well done, well done. Timmy, where do you want to see yourself in 5 years?
So in the next 5 years, I would want my brand to be a lot bigger, so worldwide. So being able to sell my hair extensions across the world, and my work to be well known as well. So by then I would be 23. So hopefully I would have finished university, and I would like to probably open a store selling hair extensions, providing services, and also teaching other people how to do the work that I do. So being able to webinars going across the world as well, teaching people.
Okay, well done.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Okay, Larissa, where do you want to see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, I want to have open my dessert shop in Kenya. And I want to also be selling cakes there. So Sweettooth will be based in both England and Kenya, and probably have my own premises here in England as well. So it won't be something that is home-based anymore.
Okay, well done. Sheila, where do you want to see yourself in 5 years?
I think in 2025, I'll be 16. And I would like, by that time, I would like to have changed the world. I want to change the lives of many people. I want to travel around Africa, inspiring children, inspiring young women and men. And I will also want to start my own art gallery. At that time, I know that I've achieved that, and be able to help children. And here in Kenya, there are early pregnancies. And I think it's because people don't have things to do, girls don't have things to do. And I would have opened my art gallery where they will come and be taught for free and learn new things and express their feelings through art.
Okay, well done. Okay, I'm super proud. So these are the goals that you need to write down, okay? So I'm super proud of all your goals, but it's always so easy to say, I want this, I want that. But now as young business women, you should also know that there's a process. There's a process to get there. It's not just, whoa, I've landed in 2025. Now here I am, I've changed lives, I've done this. There's a process of doing all that, okay? So first of all, you have to know where, okay? Where. So you have to write this down, where. And I'm glad that one of you, Larissa, actually mentioned 2 countries that she wants to go to. She wants her business to be in Kenya and in the UK. So you have to know where. You cannot just say, do you want it international? Do you want it globally? Do you want it locally? Where do you want your business to be in 5 years' time? And also when you're thinking of your goals in 5 years, you have to be realistic of your goals as well. So you can't say, or in 5 years' time, I want to be in all the countries in the world. Okay. So yes, we have to think big, we have to think positive, and we have to stay focused. But also you have to be realistic with whatever you're doing. And the reason why we have to be realistic is then you're not frustrated and you don't lose hope. Because if you say, I want to be in 30 countries in 5 years, and then in 5 years, you're only in 1 country or 2, you'll be frustrated because you're thinking, 5 years ago, this is what I wanted, and now I'm not there yet. So you get frustrated. You don't want that. So in everything you're doing, you have to be realistic. And that comes down again to time management. Okay. So you have to know, which countries do I want to be in? Now, one of you already have specific countries that they want to be in, which is Kenya and the UK. So where you have to know where you want to be in 5 years' time. Where do I want my businesses to be in 5 years' time? So those things, you have to write them down. And then you have to work towards that. You have to work towards, I will be in Kenya in 5 years. I'll be in America in 5 years. I'll be in Australia in 5 years. I'll be in the UK in 5 years. My business must be there. So what should we do to get there? Okay, so one is where. So you have to write that down and actually focus on that. And then why? Why? Why is the reason? Why do I want it in Kenya? Why do I want it in Nigeria? It's not just, oh, because I'm from Kenya, I want my business in Kenya. Because I live in the UK, I want it in the UK. Because I went to America last time, so I just want it in America. But why is the reason? Why is your reason? So you have where, which is how you want your business to be, and then you have your why, and your why is your reason. What is your why? What is your reason for you wanting to be in Kenya? What is your reason for you wanting to be in the UK? What's your reason for you wanting to be in wherever you want to be? So you have to have your where and you have to have your why towards working towards your goal, because you have to have something. You have to have something tangible that you're working towards. It cannot not just be air. You have to have something that you're working towards. And these are your points that you have to take. And then what? Now, what is your product? What is your product? You can't sit there and say, oh, I'm selling water, I'm selling pen, I'm selling books, I'm selling makeup, I'm selling microphone, I'm selling video, I'm selling. No, you can't do that, because then you just be everywhere and you don't have something. So you have to have, what is your product? What am I good at? Okay, I'm an author and I also do makeup. I'm an artist. I'm also in performing arts. I do, because performing arts is big and you can do everything in performing arts. So someone like Sheila, she does this and she's an artist, she's a model, she's a speaker, because all those are under performing arts umbrella. So you can do that, but you can't, I'm doing all these things and then you're also a doctor, you're also a lawyer, you're also an engineer, you're also, come on, you wear yourself out. So you have to have, what is your product and what is your services that you want to actually give out there, okay? And then now, how? How do I get there? How is the things you need? How is your research? You cannot just leave your house and go somewhere to sell either your popcorn, to give somebody your popcorn in a supermarket, or to go and do your hair there, yet there's hair from street A to Z, all of them are hair, or everybody, or in that street, everybody's selling cakes, or they've got people, they've got writers all over. You have to do your research. That is how. So how starts with your research. How do I get there? So you start with your research first. Because by the time you get to where you want your products to be in Kenya, you have to do your research. Where am I going in Kenya? Am I just going to Mombasa? Am I going to Nairobi? Am I going to stay in the streets and sell my things? Where am I going? So you have to know where you're going. So that is the how. So you have the where, the why, the what, and the how. And then now you have to stay focused. Remember, in your life, in this life, I'm over 40. In this life, people will always say negative things about you every time. Do not take anything in that is negative, especially your friends. Just remember that friends come in 3 different things. And I always say that my children, they know that. There are friends that come in your life for a reason. And I want you to always remember this on your journey to your 5 years goal. Friends come to your life for a reason. And they also come to your life for a season. And they come to your life for a lifetime. So those 3 things: reason, season, and a lifetime. Don't ever mistake these 3 things. Because if you mistake these 3 things, that is where now we go wrong. And that is where everything falls off. Because now your friend came to your life for a reason. The reason is done. They're now meant to go, but you're still hanging on them. And as you hang on them, they're telling you negative things, always putting you down. And because you love them so much and you can't let them go, and their reason in your life is gone, and you're confusing the reason in the lifetime, they're just in your life and putting you down every time and telling you negative things. And because they're your friends, you're taking it in. You're taking it in. Before you know it, you're shattered, you're drained, and you have no more energy to give your business and more so to give yourself. And the other thing as well, I know we spoke about self-worth as well, and the panic as well. Somebody spoke about panic as well. First of all, you have to, before you actually even know the value of your product, you have to know the value of yourself first. You have to value yourself first. Forget your product. Your product is number 2. Number 1 in your life is yourself. How do you value yourself? How do you see yourself? How do you love yourself? How do you respect yourself? And remember, they say that money, if you lose money, you've lost nothing, because you can lose money and you can gain money. So you've lost nothing if you lose money. If you lose health, you've lost something, because you might get the health back, or you might not even get it. And if you've lost your health, you've lost something, because maybe now you have cancer, or you have kidney, or you have health, or you've lost your leg, you've lost something, you've lost something. But if you lose your character, you've lost everything, because your character is respect. You've lost that. If you don't have character, you've lost everything. Nobody will ever buy anything from you because you don't have character. And everybody's just saying, oh, that's Sheila, that Larissa, that Timmy, that Ajomale, that Latoya. No. Because your character is gone. So when you lose your character, you've lost everything. So remember, you have to be yourself, self-love, self-worth, and self-respect. Always. Those 5 years will not just come because you skipped and you're in 2025. There's a process. And all these things that we're talking about are the process to your goals. So guys, I am so happy that I was here today with you guys. I'm so happy that I can actually speak to business-minded entrepreneurs already. Not people that I'm speaking to them and they're looking at me and it's coming from here, entering, going out, entering, going out. Yours, I know, is entering and sticking. Okay. And I am so happy because somebody also said that they need to, somebody actually said we need to do this a lot, and you need to continue advising and mentoring our youth, our future entrepreneurs. And I'm so happy that you are entrepreneur. You're actually motivating me because 11 years old, 14 years old, 17, 18, come on. You have actually totally inspired and motivated me today. And I am so humbled, very, very humbled that I have you guys on my platform today. And like I said, I do my shows every Sunday, but this is the best I've ever done, because I am speaking to the futures of tomorrow, the presidents of tomorrow, the best authors of tomorrow, the business women of tomorrow. So tomorrow, I know that if I'm old, I'm not going to be taken to one old home. I have people who, Latoya can come and say, no, this is my auntie. I know her. You know, give her this money, I'll buy her this. So I'm so excited I'm here with you guys today. So thank you very much for taking your time and coming over. So I'm going to put all your details on Facebook. So if somebody wants to contact you, they can. And I know somebody also said that they want to sponsor. So you had Ajomale and Sheila, those two so much. So they're actually capital. They want capital. They want people to sponsor them. And I'll really appreciate if you get somebody who wants to sponsor them can get in touch with Sheila Sheldon. I'll also write her details down, or Ajomale. I'll also write her details down. Okay. Thank you very much, everybody, for attending today. Now, before we go, I want you, every single person, to talk to a youth out there who is spoiling our names, your names. Youths who are out there running up and down, causing havoc, causing problems. I just want you to talk to a youth. As an 11-year-old, as a 17 or 14 or 18 years old, what can you tell a youth out there? So I'll start again with Ajomale. Just see yourself now, you're sitting in front. Actually, you're standing with the microphone in front of all these youths, that some of them are just either in jail, in juvenile, running up and down, causing problems for the community, the society, their parents. They have no clue whether they're going or they're coming back. And you have the microphone to talk to them. What would you tell them, Ajomale?
Well, I will just tell them that in any situation they find themselves in any hands their hand may fall, in any place or any hand that they know that Yezu, they are able to do one or two things. They should do it, and they should not turn back against it or against what people are telling them.
Mm-hmm.
And they should do it with all their mind, their strength, and their body. That is all.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Ajomale. Okay, and then I'll come to you, our author. You're talking to the youth, the same thing. You're in the same room. So Ajomale just gave you the microphone.
Okay, so I think that people should learn to focus on their strengths instead of their weaknesses, because especially if you've been causing havoc, because people think that like young people who are in jail or who are in loads of trouble, they don't have potential always. And there's always a time or a place where there's time for change, and there's always like you should change before it's too late, and there's always space for improvement. So you should always focus on the things that you're good at and lift yourself up instead of putting yourself down.
Okay, thank you very much. And then I'll pass the microphone to Timmy.
I would say just start somewhere that you're always going to learn along the way. And even though people may discourage you, and even if the first time you try, that's not the thing that is for you, you will find what is for you eventually. But you need to just put yourself on that path and start going.
Okay, thank you very much. And then I'll pass the microphone to Larissa.
I would say that although now is when you're young is the best time to try new things and really enjoy yourself, enjoying yourself isn't about throwing away your future. So in doing that, you should also have in mind, yes, maybe I want to go and have fun, but it's not always about having fun. Like now's not the only time if you have fun. If you really sit down now and you invest in your future, in the next 10 years, if you really sit down, then you can have fun for the rest of your life because you've really planned out your priorities. And now the fun that you think you're going to have when you're 17, and then now when you're 22, you're stuck and you're going to have to work for someone for the rest of your life. You need to really sit down and think, if fun is something that I like to do, in what way will I be able to do it more? And that would be, as of right now, to really sit down, find something you're good at and do that until now you're older, you have more sense and you're financially stable to actually do what you want to do, instead of just going around doing things that are just discrediting your name and ruining your future.
Okay, thank you. Now I'll pass the microphone to Sheila.
My advice first of all, let me start from what you said. It can only be God. It can only be God. I repeat again. Anything is possible. Let nobody tell you it cannot happen, because anything is possible, and if you keep your mind to it, you can do it. And another thing is, kick the ball. Kick the ball harder and you'll score a goal. Kick the ball harder and you'll score a goal. And I believe that all children are child prodigies who are waiting to be discovered so that they can change the world and their state of their community. And I believe everybody can do that. Any child out there can do that. And to also the parents out there, don't force your child to do something they don't like, because in the end, it might cause more trouble. Just let your children do what they love, and everything will just fall into place. And my motto has always been, yes, I can. If I can, you can.
Well done. Well done, guys. So don't allow the world to condition you, because we've been conditioned to just think small, especially as women and especially as Black women. And I always tell my children, don't ever, ever walk around and say, it's because I'm a woman or it's because I'm Black. Forget that. Because those are barriers those barriers have been conditioned to put us down and to say, oh, okay, just because I'm a woman, okay, because I'm Black. No, God did not make you Black for a mistake. God does not make mistakes. So he didn't make you Black because there was a mistake, or he didn't make you a woman because he made a mistake. No, God made you a woman because he had a purpose for you, and he made you Black because he had a purpose for you. So go out there, live and fulfill your purpose. Do not allow the society to condition you in this box of being a woman or being Black. Go out there and fulfill your purpose according to God's word. Okay, now I want you all to take your pens down and write down each other's contacts. Go to the chats there, and I want you to write each other's contacts because they're all there. I want you to follow each other, and I want you to get in touch with each other. So we're not just finishing and then, oh, who was that? Her name was who? Larissa, what was her name? Oh, I can't remember her. No, I can't remember. Sheila, was it Sheila or Shida? Nah. So you guys take your pens, everybody. So, and I want you to write everybody's Instagram down, and I want you to keep in touch. Want you to keep in touch, everybody. Okay, so Sheila, tell me one name that you've written down. Have you finished writing all of them down? Because they're there in the chat.
I have written all of them.
You've finished writing all of them?
Not all of them, but yeah.
Okay, go on. Timmy, have you finished writing all of them?
I've taken a screenshot, so I'm going to add everybody.
Okay, you've taken a screenshot, okay. Latoya, have you finished?
I took a screenshot as well.
Okay, screenshot. Larissa, have you finished?
Yeah, I've taken a picture of all the names on the side.
Okay. Ajomale, have you finished writing them down?
No, ma'am. No.
Are you writing it down?
I'm about to.
Okay, you can either write it down or take a picture. But you need to write them down, all of you, and then you need to get in touch. You have to all stay in contact because you're all powerful women. And remember that iron sharpens iron. So you don't sit there and say, oh, I'm strong by myself. Nobody's ever strong by themselves. And because you guys are young, sometimes we as parents or we as older people will not understand you, but you guys can actually, you have a language that you guys use. And because you're all business people, you're all ladies of substance, you're all big women here. I'm even calling you women, even though I know we have an 11-year-old. But you can actually support and help each other more than we can support and help you, because you have a language that you speak that we don't understand. Okay, so take each other's details, stay in touch. Ajomale, have you finished writing details? Sheila, have you finished?
Yes, I have.
Okay, well done. Somebody say powerful women indeed. You are powerful women. Yeah. Somebody also said this is this is somebody who watches my shows every Sunday, but she actually said this is the best show I have watched so far. Excellent presentation and inspiring young ladies. Really nice. Well done, ladies. It was very good. Well done, Lydia. This has been awesome and truly inspiring. You've done really well, ladies. Each one of you, you've actually really encouraged me today. And I said, everybody who is watching, if they've been on my show before, I'll say again, this is the best show ever. Best show. So before we go, just one word from each one of you, one word. Ajomale, do you want to say something? Just one word, say something and we go. Ajomale?
I thank you very much for this, for inviting me for this program. I really appreciate. And I really appreciate, I don't even know what to say, but all thanks to you for inviting me.
Thank you. Thank you. But you didn't put your Instagram, did you?
No.
You didn't put your contact details, Ajomale. So how do we contact you? Pardon?
I will try and put it. I will try and put it.
Yeah, put it on the chat there, because then I'll put it on Facebook. Okay, thank you so much, Ajomale, and it was a pleasure having you. Latoya, is there anything you want to say before we go?
Thank you very much for having me. And just for anybody who's struggling, to always be humble but aware of your value, and always to act on things instead of talking.
Well done. Thank you very much, Latoya. Okay, Timmy, is there anything you want to say to us before we go?
I also want to say thank you for having me, and I also want to wish everyone success in the future, and hopefully that they do reach their goals in the next 5 years.
Thank you very much, Timmy. Larissa, is there anything you want to say?
Like everyone watching should set goals because they are really important, and that if you are in London looking for a cake, that I'm the person to come to.
Okay, thank you very much, Larissa. And Sheila, is there anything you want to tell us before we go?
I just wanted to say thank you for the invite and
Sheila, we can't hear you. We can't hear you, darling.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I just wanted to say that thank you so much for the invite and being in this show. But I was going to ask, can I show people the workaround that I've done?
Yes, Sheila, go on. And Ajomale, when Sheila is showing us that, can you put your code, your Nigerian code, because we can't just say 076. You have a Nigerian code. Let's see. Wow. So guys, that's Sheila's work. Wow, that's 11-year-old. 11-year-old. Wow. No wonder people doubt you. Wow. So what's with the lion, darling? What's with the lion? No, we can't hear you. You are muted.
I love the lion, and I own the lion, and I just love playing with paints and having something colorful. And I also I'm actually selling my lions, and whoever would like to buy them, you can go to www.sheildonart.com and you can find them there.
You didn't put that down. Can you put that down on the chat, please? Because I'll put it on my Facebook. Put that down as well, please. And Ajomale, can you put your Nigerian postcode, please? Is plus something, because I don't know it. I only know my Kenyan one, which is +254. What's yours? Ajomale, put your postcode of Nigerian code. So I'll say absolutely beautiful lion picture. Somebody say that's Sheila, amazing work. Well done, amazing, well done. Well done, everybody. Well done, ladies, and well done, and well done, and well done. Thank you very much. Until next time, I'll say, mwah, mwah, mwah. Love you all. Love you all. Sheila, please write your website. You can WhatsApp me your website. And okay, you've done it already. Okay, good. Okay, thank you very much, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
And it can only be God. Remember, it can only be God.
It can only be God.
It can only be God. Thank you, guys. Bye. And keep in touch with each other.
Okay.
All right.